Hey guys, welcome back. Orbomb here, bringing you another episode of our live PTCGO content. I don't ever remember my intro for some reason. Hey guys, welcome back. Orbomb here, bringing you another episode of our PTCGO live content. Not today, people. Today, we're playing the Bring Down Greninja that I see a couple of you guys really wanted me to play in the channel when I asked the comment question day. Which, by the way, like I said, answer the comment question day as well as like give me what you want to what you want to see me play next, and I'll literally play it. Like 3 or 4 people suggest Greninja, so that's what we're gonna do. So yeah, bring down Greninja. I'm gonna be 100% honest with you guys though. Like we did the deck profile, the live deck profile stuff. Also, I'm streaming this. I don't know if I made that obvious. Also, it's storming, so hopefully there's no internet issues. I was streaming this because I haven't had time to record this because I was working and stuff like that, and Storm kept disconnecting my electricity. So that was a thing. But bring down, it's not the best attack right now. It is really cool as an auto win versus stall, but other than that, it's not the best card in the format because there's too much high HP Pokemon, so it's not really well placed. But it is really useful if you can like finagle yourself and finagle your way around taking knockouts on the right time with Greninja. It's a really nice like slap it down, take a knockout kind of card because it hits past effects of Pokemon. It hits past things like Whimsicott and stuff too, so it's really interesting. But yeah, bring down has 130 HP, decent HP number. Weakness of fighting, not as relevant as it used to be. Excuse me. With the attack bring down, we're not going to use my slash because we don't play counter energy or dark energies, but bring down does knock out the Pokemon with the lowest HP besides Greninja, including your own Pokemon, so you have to keep that in mind whenever you're playing these low HP evolution cards. Another reason why this card is kind of just like right now, because if you're playing with Froakie pieces, all your Froakies have to be like fully evolved or something like that. So it's not that big of a deal, but the cool thing about playing Greninja is that we can play Greninja GX. Greninja GX, being a water type in a fire-based meta, seems really good, right? So Haze Slash can do 220 with Charizards. We don't play Choice Bands, but I mean, obviously we can use Greninja's Shuriken Flurry and the Frogedier's abilities and stuff like that to put enough damage on the Charizards to take an Oko on them. So that's going to be the game plan. Hey, you find stream at a time I can catch you. What's up, Gumball? We're live recording this fun Greninja deck. It's really good. We also have Shadow 100 GX that can target things. So the whole idea is that we are a water-based, we're essentially just a Greninja GX deck, right? In a fire-based meta that also plays Bring Down. That's kind of how I'm envisioning this deck right now because Bring Down is just not the best attack in this current format, but it does have free retreat, which is kind of cool in its own right. And then we're just also playing some spread elements like Tapu Koko right here with Flying Flip. We have Ditto as like a 5th Froakie, and then we got a 4/4/4 line of Froakie with the Frogediers having that Gale Shuriken ability to put damage counters on the board. That's the game plan. Everything else is kind of consistency because it is an evolution-based deck, so we have to run through our deck. Acrobikes we can see seem to be the biggest help that we've had so far because, oh, by the way, 16 months with Pat. Oh, you know what? Speaking of which, shout out to Pat for the subscription on Twitch. I appreciate that. I'm also going to shout out my Patreon subscribers in the middle of the game, so don't worry about that. Shout out to the patrons. Akapatch, 3 Energy Lotto because we really need to land our DC as often as possible. 4 Nest Ball because ideally we get like 3 or 4 Froakies down turn 1. 4 Pokegear to find our Cynthias and Lilies because I don't want to play Lele in this deck. 2 Stretcher because we want to continuously cycle our Pokemon. 3 Timer Ball because we're shuffling back in our Greninja with Haze Slash's attack. Another good way to keep yourself a non-GX deck even though you're playing a GX attacker. 4 Ultra Ball and then a couple Brooklyn Hills. 4 Cynthia, 2 Guzma, can only fit 2, but we are a spread deck, so I guess it's not the worst thing in the world. 4 Lily, and then 4 DC, 3 Water Energy. We're not playing a huge amount of Water Energy, there's not really a reason to. We'll only play 1 Aqua Patch, and we're not really worried about attaching Water Energy in every turn. It's mostly DCE, and because we're shuffling back into DC with Haze Slash, we can pretty much have an infinite amount of DC as long as we're able to attack. But that's going to be the deck, guys. No triple acceleration, it's worse than DC, but it shuffles the GX back, and the baby dies, it doesn't matter. You're right, but I just haven't really found a need to play it because like with Energy Lotto we've been able to find DCs for the most part, but it's not a bad consideration at all actually. So yeah, I might squeeze that in if we end up having an energy issue, some triple acceleration energies because we get to shuffle once again. Just good, they get to go right back in if we use them on Greninja GX. Now obviously they get discarded if we use it on Bring Down, but it's not a big deal. So that's gonna be the deck, guys. Let's go ahead and get ourselves a couple of games. So I'm not gonna play too many games with this because I want to make sure that we get this video recorded so I can you know, have a video for you guys up tomorrow. By the way, answer the comment question day. I have to do all the usual things, right? So shout out to our sponsors. Let's put that on the board right now. Boom. We are doing a booster box giveaway, but not just one. We're doing apparently a couple. I'm waiting for them to come in the mail, but comments on this video and comments on any of my TCGO videos and just in the past month of like Unbroken Bonds hype, that because I did do that month early set shenanigans. Any comments, they'll probably all be entered, and I'll pick a couple winners to get booster boxes. So I'll just DM you if you guys win. Likes, of course, same way. Let's try to hit a 75 like goal again. We just barely missed it last time. It's not that you guys missed it. You guys landed it, but you guys landed it too late for me to record. Because I woke up in the morning and I had to go to work, so I wasn't able to record that morning. Pretty decent opening hand. We'll see what we're playing against. But if it's against Pikarom, like, Greninja's not that great, usually. Coco's not bad. Because I want an Ultra Ball to get another Froakie down. I think I have to lose these two. Yeah, we'll just lose these two here. I really, like, ideally you get, like, a bunch of Froakies down turn 1. We have Brooklyn, so I'm going to grab Ditto instead. Ditto's also seems like a wasted opportunity to play Muck or at least another tech. I guess. It's just like, what do you cut, right? Because like this deck has consistency issues on its own, right? Like we didn't get a single. But we don't really need a manual attachment this turn. But it is kind of awkward that we don't have another Froakie. I kind of need to find another Froakie. I don't want to approach this. I really want a second Froakie down, or a third Froakie down, I should say. Ultra Ball. I need to land a draw supporter too. It's kind of risky because all these cards are kind of important. I think I just kind of play it safe. It's a little bit slow, but I think I'll just play it safe and just attach this turn. I'll attach here because I can at least Aqua Patch this one, and we'll just pass. I don't know if that was the right play, but I want to make sure to land a draw supporter and a couple Frogadiers, and that's kind of the game. We could play Muck. I mean, Muck's not bad. I just don't really like playing Muck anymore. I got burnt out of playing Muck and Bucephalon. I'm not gonna lie. What else would you play? You could play Muck, you could play like Zebstrika, Cargo. I mean, you don't really need Macargo or Zebstrika. Zebstrika wouldn't be bad though, but like you don't want to lose your evolution pieces. Oh no, all my papers. That's whatever. I'll pick those up later. 2 shoutouts in 1 video? Absolutely, Pat. Let's go ahead and find those Patreons right now. Those lovely people. Those lovely chaps. If you guys want to be a Patreon, there's links in the, for people on Twitch right now, links in the tabs, and then for those of you on YouTube, links in the description. For Patreon, for my merch, for Twitch, for Twitter. Follow me on Twitter. I'm serious. Follow me on Twitter. Because I'm going to start asking questions on Twitter and getting polls and asking you guys for like what kind of content you want to see and stuff there. Because I really want people to follow me on Twitter. I'm just not going to lie. I forgot what I was doing. Oh yeah, Patreon. Where's my Patreon? Patreon. Wait, there it is. We got 5 Patreons right now. Let's go ahead and check them out once everything loads. I was hoping I could do this before. Let's see, relationship manager before my turn started, but I guess not. All right, Dedene's down. We can target down Dedenne. This deck doesn't play any healing. I really want to knock out that Coco, but that doesn't seem very likely. Let's do this first. Greninja. Do I care about going for this Pikarom? This Pikarom's going to run House on me. If I put 2 damage counters on this, I have to put 3 damage counters on it to knock it out with a Haze Slash. So I think I will focus on just the active for the time being, because it's the one that's probably going to be an immediate threat. Draw support is probably more important than the energy, so I think I'm going to... But I don't really need to land energy right now. I can thin to try to guarantee a draw supporter, but there's so many things I want here. Let me just YOLO it. There we go, we got Cynthia. So now we don't have to worry about the rest of these cards. Do we need a manual attachment this turn? It'd be nice. But I want a second Frogadier too. Oh, you know what I was gonna play in here too that I'm not playing right now is Mew. I would love to have a Mew in here. I really want Frogadier. I gotta hold on to my Ultra Balls because, you know, I'm shuffling back in a lot of things. And hopefully off this Cynthia I can find like Brooklyn Hills or Nest Balls. So in a perfect world, right? I get DCE so I can Flying Flip. I have to put this in range of 110, which is really hard to do, but this deck doesn't play healing as far as I'm aware, so I think we should be okay. We whip that as expected. I like Pokegear. I think Pokegear is a great card. It's just a matter of like, it's not Lele, you know? It's not like the best card in the world. But like, it's not Lele, but it's definitely like a decent card just for added consistency. Can we get it? I mean, we could Aqua Patch right now if we wanted to. But I really want to draw supporter. Yeah, I'm just going to Aqua Patch now so that they both have an option just in case he knocks out Coco next turn, which he might most likely will. Alright, come on. There we go. And there we go. We have 2 things ready to become Greninja. I don't want to sack off Froakie. Yeah, we'll just pass here. We actually have a pretty decent hand for next turn. We can Haste Slash, shuffle myself back in. I can honestly just knock out the Dene here to get a couple prizes as well. And I want to hold on to my Guzos this game because we only play 2 and I'm probably going to target down this Pikarom at some point. Alright, let's take a look at the Patreons once again. So we got Ben Adel, Cayenne, Oswaldo, Patrick, of course, is a pet, and Snooky McBambam. Shout out to you guys for being Patreons. I appreciate you guys. But now I can minimize that so I don't have to worry about that being on the screen. Chat is on screen, and we get the dub. Easy W. Pikarom is no threat, even though Pikarom is technically our hardest matchup. You could play Mew. That was something I was trying to like squeeze in. Muse also kind of helps with the spread idea because its attack does 3 damage counters wherever you want. So Muse is definitely a consideration and definitely a card I would say play if you can fit it in. Right now I'm just kind of like skeletonless, focusing purely on consistency and hoping I can dodge all the Pikaroms in the world. Hey, I'll take those W's. I forgot, why don't you play viewers? I do play viewers. I just don't play them as often because I'm testing a lot of the time. Because like I use my streams as a time to both entertain you guys while also testing decks for videos. I need to have like a dedicated time period to play viewers, you know what I mean? Because I don't play, like, you guys need to know that I literally do not play this game outside of streaming. Like, I play IRL a lot, but on TCGO, which is where my cards are for testing, I don't play games outside of streaming. So we're either playing some Quagnak shenanigans, or we're playing some crazy Magikarp Wailord, which we're not, by the way. All right, let's grab another Brooklet. Dude, do you guys hear that rain, by the way? Let's see what's prized. We have our entire Greninja line, which is pretty rare. Do we have Ditto? We do have Ditto too. Wow, we have our entire Pokemon line. That kind of makes me feel worried about what else is prized, and we have 1 DC prize. I guess it's not the end of the world. Like honestly, the prizes are not bad right now. A couple 1-ups here and there, but it's nothing too scary. This sucks. Bring Down's actually really good this matchup, but Timer Ball kind of feels just better because we have stretchers anyways. Plus we don't need 2. Him taking a knockout this turn, very unlikely, but then again, there's no point in me attaching. Let me just Pokegear. There's Lily, that's what I was looking for. My Pokegear, just fail me, unless you're like a really good card, which you're not, thankfully. Alright, let's go ahead and Pokegear, hopefully we can get a Nest Ball or something. There it is, and another Froakie. This can get us... Okay, so in this matchup, do I just want to use Bring Down a bunch? Yes, which kind of makes me not want to play another Froakie down, because it's easy enough for me to evolve 3 Frogadiers, but 4 is really difficult, so I don't think I'm going to get down another Froakie. I don't want to burn this Nest Ball, though, because I might need to use it. But Bring Down is really good this matchup, so I don't really want to lose a bunch of Pokemon if I can avoid it. I'll burn this Nest Ball. But I don't think I mean, Coco's not bad to grab, because Coco, we can manipulate the board to be lower than Coco. So Coco will put on the board. Not to mention we can use Flying Flip, which maybe I should have tried to do that next turn. Oh well, we'll just go for now, I guess. It's for testing, you can't ask people to play against our matchup. Me, Pat, and a couple others are good players. That's true. I could do that, but I don't know. I don't test competitive decks. Let's keep it like that. So like, I just kind of test the consistency of the deck. But yeah, I mean, I'm down to play viewers. I'm like I said, I used to play viewers all the time, but then that was whenever I had more free time. Water's good. Hope you guys got your daily intake of water. It's important. A lot of players are certified garbage. Oh, that's funny. Let's get double heads right now. Ooh, let's get double heads right now. Yeah. Come on. That's unfortunate. That is unfortunate. Oh, got Pokegear. We got Cynthia. I don't want Guzma quite yet. we can continuously chip down the Wooper with abilities and Flying Flip. So I guess that's what I'm going to try to do. I'm a little bit afraid of doing that though. But Flying Flip is so good. Alright, we'll try it out. This thing is going to be a huge threat to me. Let's see. Who is the biggest threat to me? I think definitely Wooper is the biggest threat. So I'm going to do that for the time being. Stretcher doesn't do anything for me. I don't want to discard anything in my hands. We'll just Cynthia away. MTO, what's up, bro? We can... Oh, okay. Well, apparently everyone keeps forfeiting versus Greninja. Not too sure why, but we'll keep it going. Only drink gamer juice, aka Mountain Dew. Mountain Dew sounds awful. Don't worry, I just got my daily intake of water just with sugar, ice, and tea. Ooh, tea sounds good. Tea sounds real good right now. I've been drinking exclusively with water during Ramadan with like a little bit of orange juice here and there in the morning. I've been craving sugar, man. Let me clap you with Reshizard. I don't want to be clapped with Reshizard. I'm afraid. Even though our match, like, I kind of built this deck to do somewhat decent versus Reshizard, I'm still, like, very scared. I'm still very scared. It's ladder game. You guys aren't even here. You people on YouTube don't listen to these people. They're a bunch of dweebs. Can you believe these guys playing Pokemon? Liking Pokemon? In my 2016, oh, this is the matchup I was looking for. Oh, this is gorgeous. This is exactly what I needed. This is what I need to make my day a little bit better. Wait, Cynthia? I mean, I kind of have Greninja and Frogadier in my hand already. Nest Ball, yeah, we're just gonna blow this board up with Froakies. Anything else I want to do? I could Ultra Ball. Doesn't feel super necessary right now. There's some pass. In the real, I'm heckin' bored and lonely now. Dude, MTO, we're here. We're here. Don't be bored. You got some TCGO and some antics, and I'm playing Greninja, so... We had 2 scoops against matchups that were going to be difficult, so I don't know if my opponents just didn't have the juice, or they thought I had, like, the juiciest juice. Like, I'm talking juicy juice. You guys remember Juicy Juice? Those were nasty. I don't care what anyone says. People liked them as kids, but I thought those were the worst. I hated fruit snacks as a kid, man. I really did. You know what to do if you catch my drift. That's cool and all, but like you're not a cute and adorable Korean girl. You're right, but I can pretend. Kawaii. Kawaii desu. Let's get it. I'm getting text messages and I don't know from who. I hate Tony. That's Japanese, you dolt. Yeah, but I'm just talking about how I'm cute and I'm playing Pokemon. No, my hand. I liked my hand. I'm glad I didn't lose my Acrobike. I was a big fan of this hand. This hand's not as bad, but we don't have like Lele, and I also took out the Marshadow in this deck list. But it's not a bad hand. I mean, this thing's weak to me, so I get to just take an Oko here. So that's pretty sick. And I get to take an Oko on Natu. I don't know why this dude's actually just sticking around and playing. I'm actually quite surprised. Usually these are the kind of people that are just like they look at the matchup and go, well, time for me to go. Come on, dude. Is he gonna stream peek right now? Is he stream peeking my hand just to see if I have the juice and then Marshadow me again? Because that'd be really funny. Ooh, Tire Ball. Ooh, tasty. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna fill up my board with Froakies. Because I'm gonna eventually shuffle them back in, right? So even if they're all here, it's not a huge deal. Let's get like 3 heads right now, 2 heads right now. Come on, last game? Yes, that's what I like to see. Free dubs. Free dubs, anyone? Free dubs? Just me? Just me? Free dubs? Guys, no, go for the Natus. Yes. So this is going to be a triple prize turn? That sounds pretty good. It sounds pretty good. Who needs draw supporters when you have all the juice in the world? I'll keep that bench space open. I'll take my 3 prizes. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. There it is. There it is. 3 concedes. I take it back, guys. This deck is the best deck in the world. All right, one more game, and then we'll call it a stream, guys. Because I'm not streaming, but video. Because I do have to start testing, and I have to get some early rest because I work tomorrow. Oh, it's my first day working. Well, actually, technically I worked today, but it wasn't like early. It was later in the day. So it'll be my first time working as Ramadan started. So that's whenever the day's hard because you're forced to wake up early. and stuff like that, so that's always annoying. I don't know if I placed a... Oh, cool. This is probably Reshizard. I think it's just Reshiram and Jirachi, right? Reshizard and Jirachi, and we win, so that's pretty good. Alright, let's see if we can actually beat Reshizard. As long as we like have a decent game, we should be able to beat Reshizard. And look, so far, it's not looking that bad. I think I'd rather lose Ditto. You can't outrage knock out Ditto, right? I don't think you can. If I can get like, I don't know, Ultra Ball or something, that wouldn't be bad. I'm gonna, like, if I Pokegear and land like a Cynthia or another Lily, I'm probably gonna grab it. Oh, we're playing against the baby Charizard. Okay, never mind, now we can just burn this. Baby Charizard is a little bit easier, for sure, but it's also a non-GX matchup, which is kind of annoying in its own right. But the Jirachis being low HP, they can be picked away, so that's pretty useful. So I think I'm just gonna pass here. MTO with all the Korean. Aniogazayo. Aniogazayo? Anyon no Gazayo? Anyon no Gazayo? I think that's how you say that. Anyon Gazayo. Gazayo. Anyon Gazayo. Okay. Hopefully I did that right somewhere. Somewhere in there I got that correct. I can knock out the Jirachis with abilities and then just attack the Charmanders. I guess is my game plan. Speaking of all these shenanigans, though, what's the stream looking like? What's the health? It's pronounced Anyagazayo. Anyongazayo. Yeah, Anyongazayo. Anyongazayo. That is not at all what I thought it was. Anyongazayo. Interesting. What's my dude doing? It's his first turn. This man is going ham. Which is fine, I guess. I guess technically, these are 60 XP or 70? They're 70, alright. So we want 40 on these dudes. Oh, he even plays Salazzle. So we want 40 on these dudes so the Greninjas can take knockouts. So, I guess we'll grab another Froakie here. And let's get 2 heads again. Come on. Come on, game. Hook a man up. We have all 4 Frogadiers in the deck. We have all the Greninjas in the deck, so we should be set for the most part. We even have all the DCs too, so things are looking kind of nice. Let's get 2 heads right now. I mean, 1 is really all we needed, but we got the 2. Heck yeah. So we can just put these on these dudes. There's no real purpose in putting them on the Charmanders, because once again, I'm just gonna Oko them, and they're gonna damage themselves with attacks anyways. So I'm not actually too worried about them. I gotta go do some schoolwork. Alright, thank you Gumball for dropping by then. Oh, you're gonna be lingering? Okay, well, you'll still be around, so I appreciate you regardless. I could Ultra Ball, drop Brooklet Hill. I don't want to drop Rusty Stretch or Rock Patch though, so we're just gonna sit here. Not to mention, there's nothing I really care about. There's nothing I want to Ultra Ball anyways. Coco is what I needed. I guess we'll thin the deck with a quick Trainer Mail to grab the other Coco instead. I never evolved my Ditto, but if I can find the other Frogadier, I could technically evolve this Ditto right now. Ooh, this thins the deck too, which is the main reason why I'm doing this. But like, our hand's pretty good, even though we don't have like a draw supporter or energy. We're at least gonna take a couple knockouts. We can stretch or get the Frogadier back. This is the most important part. These are both in range of the Greninjas that are in our hand, which is really nice. The problem is we can't take a knockout. We don't have a Water Energy, we don't have a DCE, but we'll see what can happen. We'll just pass for now. We got a bunch of damage on the board on the right Pokemon, so we're okay. Hopefully we can get a Pokegear or a Cynthia or a Lily. Right now we have 1 of each missing, so our 12 outs just became 9 outs. 9 outs in a 31 card deck is definitely not bad. It's like 1 in 3, a little bit under 1 in 3, closer to 1 in 3 than 1 in 4 at the very least. And if he takes a knockout here, we have the Coco Pivot, a couple Greninjas to take a few prizes, and The only problem with having the Greninjas down is that they can be knocked out, which is pretty scary, but I think it's worth, honestly. Just because I really need to grab some prizes so I can actually get something done here. And getting rid of his Jirachis just kind of feels really nice. If he doesn't land a switching card here, we survive, which is pretty cool. Nice, actually. Sick. That means we're taking 2 prizes, and we even top take a draw supporter. That is amazing. Yep. Get this one for now. I'm debating if I want to knock out the one in the active, but I mean, ooh, that's another draw supporting deck. I'm just gonna do it. Whatever. Call it an all-in play. I don't care. We're gonna be shuffling these dudes in ideally anyway, so I'm not too worried about it. If we get the other Greninja, we can. That's a free retreater, so something to keep in mind. Do I play the Acro Bike now? I want to try to find a DCE. Oh, this even puts a Water Energy in the discard pile. So if I land this DCE, I can get an Aqua Patch and the other Greninja and just take a knockout here as well. So that's really good. I didn't think I landed Water Energy. That was like super lucky there. And no Aqua Patch, unfortunately, but we can get the other Greninja, I guess. There's not really a reason though. So I think I'm just gonna hold, because we have a draw supporter in hand. All we need now is Aqua Patch or another Water Energy. So I'm just gonna hold. Yeah, I'm trying to think if there's a reason to do anything else, and there's not really. We took 2 prizes, so that's really good already. He doesn't have a Jirachi anymore, so he's gonna have a harder time setting up his Pokemon. And standard Shock Lock. I can probably play you, not with this deck, but versus something, like maybe today. I gotta figure out what you want to test next. By the way, guys, let me know in the comments down below what decks you want to see me play in the future. I might GX that Salazzle just to really get rid of his engines. Especially if he doesn't get down too many like Charizards. The more engines I can get rid of, the better. But here comes Jirachi. Oh no, he's just shuffling it back in. Alright, hopefully he whiffs. Because if he whiffs, that means this Greninja deck is just going wild with giving my opponents bad luck today. If he discards too many energy, he won't have enough to attack. And we are still pretty high HP Pokemon at the end of the day. If we use Bring Down, we can knock out the Jirachi. Because they match the HP of Froakie, which is why I'm playing the highest HP Froakie. Like I said, I don't really think it matters what HP Froakie we play anymore. I guess in the sense of like Froakie, in case we run into the random Buzzmosa matchup, it is nice to have the 70 HP as opposed to the 60 HP. But I don't think the HP counts for your basics matter nearly as much as they used to. So I usually play the one with good abilities, but just because of the nature of this deck, I wanted to play the higher HP one. He got both of these dudes back. So if we do end up whiffing, I'm probably going to grab the Bring Down one right now, just in case we end up whiffing the Water Energy and we want the DCE instead. But the Water Energy doesn't really matter as much as the DCE does. Oh, my Brooklet. Oh, no. What are we going to do? Oh, no. What is going to happen next? Did he get it? Does he finally have a Charizard? That sucks, man. You have all these cards. Do you think these Charizards deck play welder? Because I don't really get the reason why people are playing this Charizard as much. Outside of like the fact that, oh, now we have that extra welder we can play, like as in 2 of in this deck or something. Because that's something I would do, honestly. If I was just play this Charizard deck right now, it'd probably be because I have like, I can just throw in 1 or 2 welders in the deck. So the cool thing about him damaging himself is that if we ever need to take a knockout with a Water Drip, it's a possibility. It's a possibility. He has 130 HP. A couple more snipes should put him in range if we need to. There's a Lily. We don't really need Lily. Just drop this for getting rid of a stadium. I don't really need the Ultra Balls as much though. But I don't like losing all my Ultra Balls. So I think I will just drop Lily. That's kind of risky. But I want to have this Bring Down ready for a retreat or an attack this turn. What's up, Teamer? How you doing, guys? Thank you for dropping by the stream. Why does learning languages have to be so hard? I'm telling you, man. I was born in Morocco, and like even Arabic is hard to me. There's a DCE. We have both Bring Downs. Not really something I want to evolve though. Alright, we'll just take a knockout here on the bench one, of course. Ooh. And there's the Water Energy, so once he takes a knockout on this one, we can take a revenge knockout, shuffling ourselves back in, and just start trying to chip down this Jirachi, I guess. Also, are these things weak to lightning or water? Water, unfortunate. That would be cool if they were weak to lightning. I mean, obviously to make the deck a lot worse, but it'd be cool regardless. So what do you guys think? Let me know what you guys think about Keldeo GX. Do you guys think Keldeo GX is going to make Charizard harder to play in Standard? Or do you think it won't really affect anything? I'm kind of interested because I'm like 50-50 on it because, like, obviously Keldeo GX is like, it's a cool card, but like people are gonna Guzma around it, and it doesn't Oko Reshizard. But like in post rotation, there is no Guzma. Like you have Green Search and Custom Catcher as pretty much your only way to Gust. So he's gonna go for the Greninja. Unfortunate, but we do have Bring Down to take another knockout here while setting up a Greninja in the back. We also still have Stretcher in the deck. This doesn't really bring him back in the game either. Let me think about this real quick. He has 110 HP right now. There's no way to make it lower than the Jirachi, right? So I'm not going to worry too much about that. We got the Brooklet Hill. Ooh, there's the Aqua Patch. It doesn't really help us too much right now, but it is something to keep in. Actually, it technically does because we can take a knockout on his active, which would be pretty good. Alright, we just got to find DC now. How's Greninja treating you? It is a special treat. It is a delicious treat. I don't really know how to answer that, to be honest, because it's been a mess. Sometimes it's been great, but a lot of the time it's been pretty messy. I don't think I want to evolve that one, just because that can become a Greninja GX. Okay, we got all the options in the world right now. I think I'm just gonna grab the Cynthia. Maybe I can find the DC. If I can, that'd be ideal. I'll evolve this. Just whatever, get it out of my hand, I guess. I don't want to bench this though, because I want to bench the other Froakie. Cynthia, if I can find Stretcher, I can put the Frogadier, Froakie, and Greninja back in the deck. We did not find the other Stretcher, but we could find DCE here. I don't have anything to pull out of the deck though, I think. I have Coco. Whatever. I'll just grab it. I mean, our hand's really, really good for future turns. So I'm assuming he's going to take a knockout, right? Probably on the active. So I need to see if I can find this first. Which we did. Sick. Alright, we got the DC. We'll take a knockout here. Shuffle ourselves back in. And I'm assuming he's going to take a knockout, so we'll just bench this. And we can use the Coco as a pivot. Hay Slash. So what are the chances of him taking a knockout? Let's just do 50 more damage. Oh, it's pretty good chances. I mean, I could technically Shadowy Hunter this thing, and then Hay Slash the following turn. I kind of like that play. Because, I mean, if he plays Welder, we could lose, though. And this is what I'm talking about. Like this is the risk of me not knowing how these people are building these decks. The right play right now would be Hay Slash this for knockout, and then, because he's not going to Oko me, I mean, not Hay Slash, Shadowy Hunter this for knockout, and then Hay Slash the following turn and shuffle myself back in the deck. But if he plays Welder, that literally will knock me out, so I can't afford a Welder play. So I'm just going to Hay Slash right now. We do get 2 more knockouts, ideally. I think if he doesn't evolve, if he does not evolve this Jirachi, I mean, this Charmander, I'm just going to bring down, knock out the Charmander, and then knock out Jirachi for game. You know, we only played 3 Water Energy, but I'm pretty sure we found all of them throughout the series of games. I just saw the deck Pikachu movie, and it was so cool seeing Greninja on the big screen. I think Greninja's cool. I think this deck is really cool. It's just a stage 2 deck right now, right? So you have to pop off. But if you pop off, which we've been doing apparently every game, today at least, then it's pretty good. But yesterday we played this deck and we weren't popping off every game. We were having a bit of difficulty. But after I threw in the acro bikes, it apparently changed everything because now we're just running really smoothly. So I guess that's something to keep in mind, right? Has the game shifted in a wider range of decks, or do we still... I mean, right now we just have the hierarchy of Reshizard, but we don't really know until like a tournament, but it's pretty safe to assume that Reshizard is just kind of super dominant right now. If he Guzmas and knocks out Greninja, that could be annoying, especially since I don't really have a card in my hand. We could still lose this game, actually, if he does that, and that's kind of problematic. We have the top deck. We don't have... all we have left is Lily. Uh-oh. I mean, we still have a couple of DCs left in the deck, too, because we just shuffled them back in. We have 3 DCs left in the deck, because I don't think we prized any DCs. So it's not like it's impossible, it's just not super ideal. Ultra Ball doesn't grab anything super useful, so I guess we'll just thin the deck. And this is really bad now. I don't want to... I don't think attaching a Water Energy is a good play. Actually, it might be. We could just run into a Water Energy later. The tough call. but this thing keeps damaging me and that'd be bad. So I think I'm gonna Guzma this. You should be running low on of energies by now, right? So I guess I'll just attach. I mean, we have 2 more water energies in the deck most likely, right? So this increases my odds of attacking by quite a bit, so I'll just pass here. So this is gonna be the game where we just finally lose all of our steam because we don't have any more draw supporters. 15 card deck. We know we have all the energies in our deck, if I remember correctly. That could have been the wrong game, but I'm pretty sure we have every energy in this deck. So if I can evolve both of these to like their final evolutions, then I can knock out this and this with Bring Down. So that's gonna be the game plan. So our obvious deck X is good, but there's some room to prove itself basically. Yeah, I mean, we're at the same place that we usually are. Like, the best deck in format is this, therefore the best deck to counter that deck is this, therefore the best deck to beat the deck that counters that deck is this, and it's just based like how many decks do you expect to see at a specific tournament kind of thing. He better have an extra energy and a card in his hand. Oh, we can lose now. We only have like, oh, big yikes. The problem is like, if that welder still exists, we still lose. This is why I played Marshadow. It might be time to put Marshadow back in the deck because we've had Ultra Balls to get Marshadow. We just never got the Marshadow. He has a bunch of energies in his deck. I don't know if he plays welder. I really just don't think he does. I feel like if he plays welder, he would have played it at some point. God, that storm is crazy. Hopefully we don't lose internet by the time this video ends. How long have we been recording anyways? It's been a long video. These games take a long time, even though... Oh, he has another Guzma? Oh my god. That's so bad. I think we lost, guys. I mean, I can chip away at this Charizard, I guess, but... We need to find, like, literally Lily into, like, everything that we need. We don't have much in the deck, so we have a chance. I believe we had all of our draw support, too, so I don't know. This is really scary, all of a sudden. Wow, we were doing so well too. Stretcher doesn't do enough, man. We have 2 Acrobikes and 2 Lilies in the deck, as well as all of our energy. Thank you for the follow pawn, I appreciate it. I mean, all I can really do here is just grab a thing, right? But where do I put this damage? On like Salazzle? That doesn't really help me too much. Yeah, I lose. I mean, we'll play it out, but like I don't see myself winning anymore. Like, the damage is thing for 40 with a Frogadier, right? So if I put damage on this thing, it's another put him at 80. That's 100. He's gonna damage himself for a little bit. I guess we have to put on the active, huh? Alright, I don't think he has any more Guzmas. Ali J, what's up, bro? Back is killing me too. Those are expensive cards. What are expensive cards? You sound like you're rich? What are you talking about? What did I say that made me sound like I'm rich? I'm also very much not rich. I'm currently in crazy amounts of debt. Be subbing with Prime, my boy. I appreciate you. Yeah, with this, he can just knock out anything on the board. So, like, my only play is to find... Oh, we don't have Aqua Patch anymore either. Yeah. That's game, unfortunately. There's DC, but it's too little too late. He has energies in the deck still. Well played. That Marshadow killed me, man. That Marshadow just straight up got me. There's nothing I can do about it. That sucks. Just scoop it up because he's taking a long time. Oh, never mind. He's gonna switch. That's a good guy. He doesn't take too long. I appreciate it. Well, we lost that last game. But the rest of the games we won pretty handily. I guess that's pretty cool. That really sucks that we ran out of steam though there. Like, we just straight up ran out of steam. With no draw spoilers, and the deck has too many dead cards in itself naturally just because it's a stage 2 deck. Means that there was no way for us to really come back after that Marshadow. Maybe playing a Rangaroo if you want to. We were playing a Rangaroo beforehand, but like I said, like, there were so many cards we just cut for the sake of consistency. So I mean, you could always think a Rangaroo is a horrible lead though, and we tried to cut out all the bad leads. which is why you no longer see me play Marshadow, because guess what? On yesterday's stream, oh my goodness, we played a 1-of Marshadow on the deck, and we led it like 3 games, and we had literally 4, 6, 7. It was the 8th basic in our deck, but we led it 3 games in a row. We just took it out immediately after that. It was such a problem. But you could throw the Marshadow back in if you have better luck than I do. Oranguru as well, if you want a little bit more draw consistency. But I feel like Marshadow would help a lot. It's like just in general, it's a good card. Other than that though, that's gonna be the deck, guys. You guys want to see it? So there you go. Let me know in the comments down below. Answering the comment question of the day. I forgot what the comment question of the day was, but in case I didn't ask one, what's your favorite middle evolution? I really like Ivysaur personally. Dewott is really cool, even though I despise Samurott. Unpopular opinion, I get it, but I really don't like Samurott as a Pokemon. It's one of my least favorites. But Dewott's super cool. Charmeleon's great. Who else is really cool? I really like Ivysaur. I'm a huge fan of Ivysaur. I'm a huge fan of Dewott. I think Quilladin is funny because he's like a big old ball. I love Quilladin. People like Braixen. I'm not a big fan of Braixen. Gen 7. Did we have any good Gen 7 ones? I know people like Dartrix. I'm not a huge fan of Dartrix, so I don't know. Let me know what your guys' favorite middle evolution starter Pokemon is, and I will see you guys next time with another PCO live video. Peace.